Well, that was a little cracky.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Put it in the basket. Reliving a little bit of old movie trivia over here this morning. Can you guess what movie I'm performing right now?
That was a creepy movie. That movie just creeped me out big time.
That's right. It was the Silence of the Lambs, y'all.
Oh, well, no, put the lotion in the basket. That wasn't the Silence of the Lambs.
Sure it was.
No, that was a different movie.
Nope, that was the same one. The guy's name was Buffalo Bill, and he had the girl down there.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay, we're not going to talk about scary movies.
No, we're not.
We're not.
We're going to say hi to whoever is up in here this morning.
So, what is our topic today anyway?
Oh, we're talking about cruising. Can you believe that?
How about that? Are we a cruising channel?
We are. We're a cruising channel. And I've got a couple of cruising things for you this morning. And we'll get to those here in a second.
Oh, we had a good time last night over on Pedroza Travels.
We did.
On the other coast of America.
That's right. Over there on the west coast where Pedroza's at. And he was... As the show was ending, he had to take off, go get on a plane to head down to Mexico.
I know he's going to Cabo, wasn't he?
No, it was that other place.
Ensenada?
No, the other one.
I don't know.
We'll keep guessing.
Anyway, we don't remember where he was going, but we had a great time with him. He has a great interview style. We really enjoyed it very much.
Yes, indeed. If y'all don't know him, check it out at Pedroza Travel.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome dude.
Awesome dude. Well, let's go ahead and say good morning to some of these people up here in the chat.
Okay, let's do it.
Here we go. Lowell Jones, of course, brings us our quote of the day.
Oh, I love this.
I should say Lowell Jones and Ringo brings us our quote of the day.
Yeah, that's right. I guess we have to give Ringo some credit here, Lowell. I don't know. How much does he help you out with this part? If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not people or objects. And that's from a pretty smart guy named Albert Einstein.
There you go.
You know, your goals are less likely to fail you than people or objects, you know.
Yeah, because people will fail you.
And objects will break down. And,
yep.
You know.
That's very true.
So that's a great quote there, Law. Thanks for bringing that to us this morning. You get a squeaky for that.
And the Gaylords just dropped in to say good morning, but they couldn't stay. And that's quite all right. We totally understand. Everybody has life.
That's right. Well, hey, you know what, John? We're going to give y'all a squeaky for showing up this morning.
I'm sure they'll come back to hashtag Team Replay later on. And good morning to Bama Nola.
Bama Nola.
And Fearless Rambler.
We got to wake George up this morning. Fearless Rambler, this is just for you, buddy.
I thought Eddie was waking him up over there.
It wasn't working.
It wasn't
Eddie wasn't getting the job done. So we're going to, come on, George, get out of bed.
And good morning to the Z Show.
Good morning, Z-Man.
And let's see, Law Jones is saying he's rise and shine, everybody. He's up.
Yeah, the sun's up. The sun is up finally. That's the only thing I don't like about this time change. It stays dark longer in the morning.
In the morning, yeah.
It's hard to wake up. I mean, we stayed in bed till like 8:30 yesterday.
Well, we deserved it. And good morning to the Moonlight Adventures.
Good morning to you.
And PSV Odyssey.
Hey, they just got back from a cruise right there.
Did they really?
Yeah, Paul and Meg was down there on that cruise with Captain Billy. And
oh, that's right, they were.
Yes, and the Helping Hands for Cruising thing.
With James Cantonese.
That's right. So they're all back. So welcome back, y'all.
James is probably resting up.
He's going to sleep till Tuesday, probably till tomorrow.
And good morning to Eddie Lugo, a raid over from Eddie's new morning show.
That's right. Eddie had the quickie coming on at 7:30 in the morning now, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, is he starting at 7:30 now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
7:30 to 8. So
Okay.
woohoo!
And good morning to Antoinette at Fun.
Antoinette is always having fun. So y'all check her
and
out.
Destination Fun.
More fun.
And
Love
look
it.
who's here. Long time no see.
SCT.
Adventure.
Hey, they're just stopping
They've
by to
been-
say hello, getting the workday started, and check this guy out. Remember him?
And our new friends, I just love this couple so much.
Adventure Time with Jim and Crystal.
Mhm. And here's the beautiful Elisa Adventures in Cruising.
Oh, yeah. You know what? She's awesome.
She was a guest on our Saturday Stroll.
Saturday Stroll. That's right. She
Mhm.
come in and kept us in line because sometimes we need a little assistance staying on track. And
That's right.
Lisa's awesome at it.
And good morning to the baby shark.
Baby shark, shark, shark. Baby
Good
shark.
morning, Tiffany. Let's see.
How about that?
And here's Law Jones.
Chet, I've been enjoying these definitions. By the way, how is Lee spelled as in the lee side of the island? It's spelled L-E-E.
Is it spelled L-E-E?
Yeah,
Well-
I got it right. Oh, it's over here.
And L-E-I-G-H, that's my sister's name. That's the way she spells
Yeah.
it too. He's got his word over here.
I got it over here somewhere. Uh-oh. I see
And
it.
good morning to Keisha. Good morning, Keisha. So nice to have you with us this morning.
Ah! I lost my page.
Okay. Here's the Moonlight Adventures.
Howdy, Law Jones. I need your address. You won the comment picker last night, and I have a postcard and sticker for you.
All right.
How about that?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna have to go watch the hashtag replay on that, see what was going on over there.
I know, right? And good morning to Junkyard Gamer.
Junkyard Gamer says, wow, I had to dig you out from under the pile of subscribers. See, like, laugh out loud. I'm here. I know when you get a pile of subscribers,
Mhm.
sometimes we do the same thing. We go back and scroll through them and say, okay, we got to see what's going on here with this channel.
And and the funny thing is that we swear that YouTube says you can't reach a certain goal of subscribers till a certain day, and so they do this up and down thing with you. We think it's just a game with YouTube.
It is.
We may be wrong, but it sure seems that way, right? So go ahead, Chet. What do we got? Oh, and good morning to CME Traveling. They come on directly after us. So we've got a great raid in the morning. We've got Eddie to Sea Lake Journeys to CME Traveling. That is a great setup for any morning.
I found it, Law, right there. Leeward. That's too blurry, ain't
Leeward.
Yeah, Leeward. That's right. So how about that? I knew I had that page there somewhere.
So why don't you go ahead and start us off with our topic?
Okay, the topic is, I saw it this morning. Carnival has been requested by many passengers to bring back the topless deck.
I remember back in the day when the topless deck was on Carnival cruise ships, it was on the highest deck,
Yes.
and you had to be over 18 to go up there,
Yep.
and you couldn't see people from the lower decks.
No, you had to go all the way up there to actually see.
Mhm.
And of course, we never went up there.
We did too.
Yeah, I've been known to go topless a time or two on a cruise ship.
He has.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. He has gone topless on a cruise ship. Let's get this straight. And you didn't have to be topless to go up there, but if you wanted to sunbathe topless, that was the only thing, topless. You couldn't go bottomless, but
That's
you could
right.
go topless.
And but that kind of disappeared when cell phones started having cameras in them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's when the topless decks went away. Oddly enough, they went away in North America. If you get on I wrote it down here, a Costa cruise line or an AIDA over in Europe, they still have topless decks today.
And St. Martin has a nude beach.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
you can actually get off the cruise ship and go over to the nude beach.
How about that?
Mm-hmm. In St. Martin, it's on the French side, right?
I think, yes.
It's on the it's on the French side.
Yeah. But if you want to go cruising topless, you're going to look for Costa or AIDA, and you're going to be out of the North American market. However, Virgin Voyages has it here in North America.
That's right.
They're the only one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got to take your shirt off, get up there to Virgin.
Here's Paul.
PSV says the Lido on the Pride was topless until it rained.
And good morning to Captain Billy. So nice to have you dropping in this morning, Captain.
Ahoy, Captain Billy. He was also on that Helping Hands for Cruising Cruise out there with Mr. Paul Vines and Meg and James Cantonese and many others. We can't wait to see some of their stuff as it starts getting produced here this week.
And good morning to the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla.
Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla.
He was singing one of my favorite songs the other day on his channel. It's a Christian song.
Acapella singing, yes. That's right. Well, if I could sing, I would do it too, but I can't. That's why they made me the drummer.
That's why they made me the bass player. Read this comment.
Junkyard Gamer says, a topless cruise? Well, it's a car with no roof and people with no shirts laugh out loud.
Well, they actually have nude cruises too.
Yeah.
They do have nude and Carnival does nude cruises.
Carnival sets aside a whole week and every year, I believe it's every year, and they'll have a whole cruise. You can be all naked all day.
And the reason that they only have it at certain times of the year is because the staff has to volunteer. They must volunteer for the new cruises, and they get special training of how to act and respond, and different protocols for people sitting on things with no bottom on. You have to carry a towel with you and sit on the towels and that kind of things. So there's a lot of special training that goes for new cruises.
Yep. So if topless isn't enough, just wait and book that nude cruise.
There you go. And here's Paul.
PSV says the only thing that gets turned on when I go topless is the shower.
It's the shower.
I'm in that fan club as well, PSV. So, Paul, I do go topless on the cruise up because I get on there and I say, like, I don't care. Of course, I used to always try to drop about 15 pounds before we went on a cruise. So, back when I could still have some abs, but ain't no abs no more.
Nope. And so Fearless Rambler says, where do you sit on a nude cruise? Well, see, that's the thing. On a nude cruise, you must sit on towels, no matter where you are. And on nude cruise, I don't think they allowed you to be nude in the dining room, right?
No, not in the main dining room. No.
And I don't think you're allowed to be nude walking through the hallways. I think you have to have on some type of cover up. It doesn't matter if the cover up see-through or not, but I don't think you're allowed to walk nude through the halls.
I don't know. Right? I don't know all the rules for sure, but I know you have to have something to sit on. I do know that.
I do know that. And I do know that you can't go nude in the main dining room.
Somebody's going to have to go on one of these cruises and
tell us about it. Yeah.
And make sure you vlog it.
I think we should pick Fearless Rambler to do it.
He is fearless.
He is fearless. That's
George,
right.
the Fearless Rambler. We nominate you to go check out a new cruise.
And so, Junkyard Gamer, so the ship's crew and captain are naked too. No. They are still wearing their normal uniforms. Yeah. They're not allowed to mingle with the passengers like they mingle with us on regular typical cruises. It's very on the down low, shall we say?
Well, not that low because there's 5,000 people on there. How low can that be?
Here's Captain Billy.
Paul thought the nude cruise was still going on the Pride.
There you go. Close your eyes. And Bamanola. He sings so low no one hears him. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And here's Eddie.
Well, I don't want to find out. Maybe the captain.
So we'll send Captain Billy and Fearless Rambler to go check out a new cruise for us and come back and report to everybody.
There you go. All right.
That's a great plan. See, we come up with great plans.
Yeah, especially when we're planning it for somebody else.
That's right. And here's the Fearless Rambler.
I guess I would be checking out on a nude cruise.
And good morning to Ocean Travel. They are driving while listening.
They're on their phone, so it's going to be difficult, if not impossible, for them to tag everybody. So Ocean saying hi to everybody out there. How about that?
Go. And here's the Moonlight Adventures.
It was rumored that the adults-only beach at Ocean Cay was nude for sunbathing. We didn't confirm this.
We've not confirmed it either, but we've heard that, and we have actually seen a lot of we do like travel advisor things and reviews when we're trying to decide where to go. We don't just rely on YouTube. We also rely on TripAdvisor and reviews, because a lot of times the cruise lines will have reviews there, and a lot of this is only because we've heard it. we've not been there. We've never
been to Ocean Cay yet, but we're going next year on our group cruise. Oh boy, wouldn't that be exciting?
There you go. Here's Eddie.
Eddie says, Captain and the George together in a nude cruise. Oy vey.
So what other things do you got for us this morning?
That was mainly it. I thought that was a very interesting topic, because I just remember when we had that back in the day, and I wondered when it disappeared, and found out that basically the time that cell phones started getting cameras.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
and Captain Billy says to Eddie, he'll be shaking his money maker.
Me too. Look at that. How you like that, Captain?
I'm your money. I guess I am your money maker.
Yep. Ain't nothing making no money over here.
And Lyle Jones says Chet would just send his drone over that beach.
Yeah. I'm gonna borrow one from the cruise nuts.
Yeah, the cruise nuts. We'll have to borrow their drone.
Fly over there.
So we have. Do you still have other vocabulary?
Oh, we got
words
tons
or-
of vocabulary
okay.
words. We still got. Look. This
And
many
good
more.
morning to Pedroza Travel. Good morning, John.
Hey, have fun on your vacation down there, John.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. What you got?
Oh, let's see. Where was we at? Oh, promenade. Promenade.
Promenade.
Yeah, that's the refers
That's
to
a country dance. You promenade. You hook arms like this.
that's do-si do. No, this is do-si do. Ain't it?
This is do-si do. This
Yeah.
is promenade. Come on, I'm the one that used to square dance, not you.
I square danced.
In 7th grade.
4th.
That's something that kids don't experience nowadays. We used to square dance out in the parking lot
Yeah, we
at elementary school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember learning how to do that in Mrs. Albritton's class. That was fun. Yeah. The promenade.
Junkyard Gamer says,
Eats breakfast and listening to new
New
talk
talk.
show. All right, that's it.
We're
We gotta take
not
our shirt off.
we're just talking about being new.
I didn't think about that. I should have had my shirt off
There
at the
you go.
beginning of this show. You know.
Here, read these chats.
Now, do you look up and away or down and out on a news cruise?
I don't know. Which way do you look?
We need some YouTube vloggers. Got to go check this out.
Maybe you just look into people's eyes and nothing else.
Maybe just put on your shades and walk around with a white stick and act like you can't see anything anyway. I don't know.
Paul Jones says, don't spill that oatmeal. And good morning to the cruise nuts. We were just talking about you guys.
That's right. Good morning, Cruise Nuts.
And here, the Junkyard Gamer. Do you triangle dance?
Triangle dance.
No, but I am a very good flat foot dancer.
Yeah, she's got pretty flat feet.
It's a style of dance.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we can't. We don't know how to do the triangle. We've done circle dances and square dances, but triangle. Maybe we can invent that.
There you go.
I think we're going to invent that.
Well, it would be kind of like the waltz. The waltz can be done in a triangle.
No, that's a box.
Oh, okay.
That's why they call it a box step.
All right.
I had to remember
read
my
these
dancing
chats.
lessons. Law says, I bet there's a lot of neck injuries on that nude cruise. I just can't even imagine what kind of injuries is going on down there. Sunburns. I'm just thinking sunburns.
Yeah,
alone.
I'm thinking sunburns. Serious sunburns.
Oh.
Is there enough sunscreen in the world for that?
You know, I can't imagine putting the lotion on.
We better get a word. We better change the topic real fast before we get in trouble.
Promenade. Okay, it refers to a deck big enough to allow passengers to walk around. On some ships, the promenade serves as a jogging path, while on others, it serves as a public space where you might encounter shops, restaurants, or even a carousel, like on Royal Caribbean.
Which ship is it that we were on that the promenade goes all the way around, but it's on like deck 5 or something? So
Caribbean
it's all,
Princess.
Yes. So it's, depending on where the sun, of course, is, you're in the shade. And a lot of people, they walk that whole lap because it literally goes around the entire ship, where a lot of running tracks are just on part of the upper deck.
Right.
In the sun.
And I think Caribbean Princess is one of the few ships left that have a true promenade deck that goes all the way around the whole ship.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So if you like that thing, you know which ship to go to. Hey, how about refurbishment? Anybody heard of that?
Law Jones wants to know. Yep, too many volunteers for sunscreen applying.
Let me help you with that lotion. And you notice I was rubbing my lotion,
on
my
his
skin
skin.
this morning.
All right, what's your next word?
Refurbishment generally refers to an update to the decor on board, including layout changes and occasionally a wholesale makeover of the ship. Oh my God, the airplane has just landed in this bedroom right here.
I had to turn the light on because you keep bouncing the desk. It's bouncing the camera, and it's making the light do this.
Oh, so the light makes it bounce less. Okay. How about that? Never know what is going to happen here. So, yeah, we talked about refurbishment. That's the slow motion. Refurbishment on ships. They take it in there. It's not quite a dry dock, y'all. They don't have to go in there for all that. It stays in the water, but they go in there and haul some carpet out, some curtains out, some bed sheets out, and fix that ice cream machine that's always broken on Carnival.
Yeah, I've been on the Paradise when the one pool was closed for refurbishment.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were restaining the deck, sanding and restaining the deck out there on that one area. So
luckily they have multiple pools, so they shut one down at a time and do the refurbishment on them, you know.
Here's Pedroza Travel.
Carnival Victory got refurbished to Carnival Radiance. Now that was a big one. That's actually a whole dry dock that went on there. Yeah,
and the Sunshine used to be the Destiny.
It was so funny. We went on the Destiny, and I says, "Wow, that was a really cool ship. We'll book that one again." And I said, "I can't find it."
Yeah,
found out it was the Sunshine now. We said, "Well, let's go see. Hopefully, we're not disappointed with it." Well, we weren't. It was totally different, but it was great.
Fearless Rambo says, "Did you see Ben and David Cruz on the Margaritaville? That ship is now." Yes. So that's that ship that they got from the Margaritaville ship came from Carnival, was it?
Originally, it was a Carnival ship, and then it went to I forget the name of the company that had it before Margaritaville. It slips my mind right now, but they were going from West Palm over to the Bahamas and 2-day cruises. So it's very affordable. It's like $129 a piece.
And they have now refurbished that ship to make it truly the Margaritaville. Because when they first got it, they did a few temporary things to make it Margaritaville. But now they've refurbished the ship, and it's 100% Margaritaville themed.
Yes. They have really made it a gorgeous ship.
Yep. And here's Law Jones.
I wonder how long the average refurbishment takes.
I think it depends on how in-depth the refurbishment is. Because sometimes refurbishment is the whole ship. And sometimes it's just different venues. Like they've taken and added the Shack's chicken on some ships, and then other ships they've added that that seafood. What's the seafood shack thing? We were on one ship that it used to be the pizza place on the ship, and then they refurbished it and it became the seafood shack. Yeah. Seafood shack, is that what it's called?
I forget the name of it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it just depends. If it goes to a full dry dock, those usually are 2 weeks or more. If it's less than that and they don't have to dry dock it, then it can be less than 2 weeks. So it could be just a couple of days or it could be a week.
And Fearless Rammer is saying, yes, that ship came from Costa.
Costa. Yeah, okay. They had two originally. One was Carnival, one was Costa, and one of them went bye-bye during the pandemic.
Right.
And they only kept one of them. So Pedroza says, better than a teardown.
Yes.
Yes, you got that right. Oh, and by the way, Carnival did unload its 25th ship since the pandemic.
Yeah.
They've unloaded 25 ships.
It's amazing how many companies are still putting new ships in the water.
And getting rid of old ones.
And here's Law Jones. Fearless, that's a new drinking game. Do a shot each time they say retro.
Retro.
And good morning to Mark the Shark.
Mark the Shark. Aloha to your brother.
That's right. And here's Pedroza Travel.
I would imagine it depends on how extensive the Carnival Radiance was a year, but that was a $200 million refurbishment.
Sometimes the refurbishment, I'm like, wouldn't it have been cheaper just to buy a new ship? But like when they took the Destiny and turned her into the Sunshine, they actually added decks to that ship.
They did?
Yeah, didn't they? Because that's where we got the Serenity Pool area.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't decks all the way across the whole ship.
Yeah,
it was just partial.
They did have to add to that because it's got a 3-tier waterfall up there. It's the only ship that's got a waterfall over 3 decks. So
Yep.
It's pretty cool. Check that ship out, y'all. Oh, I'm watching my time because CME Traveling comes on right behind us, y'all. We're going to raid over there.
We are.
How about a repositioning cruise? This is the kind of cruise I want to do one day.
I want to do a repositioning. Yes.
Because they're cheap. They're cheap. You got less port stops, more sea days, but it costs very little.
And the crew is doing totally different things than they normally do on a repositioning, because they're repositioning from, let's say, from Alaska to Florida or from Florida to Australia. So there's a lot of things that the crew is switching gears for a new itineraries and that type of thing.
Yep, that's right. And that happens. It's very common. They do one season like over in the Mediterranean, and then they do a transatlantic, come over here, and they do North America, do the Caribbean for a season, and then they go back over to Europe again. And the same way, some of them will go through the Panama Canal, go up and do Alaska and Hawaii, and then come back and do Caribbean again.
and like Chet said, the repositioning, there are many, many days at sea. And it depends on where they're going. It can be anywhere between a 3-week to a 6-week cruise.
Oh, they can be 2 weeks too, just coming over from Mediterranean.
No, I'm talking about ones that go like long distances, like to a whole nother, like from Florida to Australia and that kind of stuff. It takes longer. It's not just a 7-day cruise.
No, they're usually at least 2 weeks. So you're going to get a long cruise with a lot of sea days, but it's going to be cheap. Cheap.
And Law Jones says the Harmony has a 5-deck waterfall.
What? For one day?
Oh, that's when the water was over remember?
I remember that. Yeah. That was that special waterfall, wasn't it, Law?
Yeah, the ship, there was some emergency or something.
The pool broke or something.
No, it was an emergency, and the ship had to make a sharp turn. I think that there was another ship was in distress or something, and they made the turn too sharp, and it caused the pool to spill over.
Yeah,
that was pretty wild.
I saw a video of that. I was like, what? Look at that.
And here's Pedroza Travel.
Repositioning cruises are such a great value, but it's always off season, which
because
is even better.
Right, because they're trying to get to the new location
before the
season of that location starts.
That's right. It's always between the season here and the season here, and they're going to get in between.
That's like Alaska. Cruise ships are not in Alaska all year round.
Nope, they sure ain't.
Here's Law Jones.
Sympathy is on a reposition. I think a symphony is on a reposition from the Caribbean to Spain right now.
See, there you go.
How about that?
I would love to do a repositioning across the pond.
We're going to do it one day.
We are.
We're going to vlog it and say, this is a repositioning cruise.
There you
What's
go.
the difference? Let's find out. I'm assuming something got flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was like Lido deck, the whole Lido deck.
The Lido, and it poured down because, they have that like Central Park thing.
Yeah.
So it poured down because that's all open.
It was crazy too. A lot of water. I'm just ready to go get my surfboard. Gypsy and Vanilla Grill say, have a great day, guys. My internet keeps cutting out.
You have a great day too.
That's because they got some weather going on up there.
Yep. And here's Keisha.
Keisha says, I just got off the Sunshine.
Yes. Isn't there Serenity deck on the Sunshine? It is a fabulous, fabulous area.
The best Serenity deck in the whole fleet, in our opinion, is on that Carnival Sunshine.
The only thing I don't like about it is that the kids have to use the stairway to get to the top of the water slide.
Yeah, but if you sit around that waterfall pool, you don't see them there.
I know that. Yeah.
So you just stay over there under that waterfall with that big pool, and won't have to worry about them. Well, we're almost out of time, but hey, we can do. How about Sail Away? We're on S's now. Did you notice that we're all the way up to S's?
All the way up to S's.
A sail away has come to refer to both the beginning of a cruise vacation when the ship leaves the port, as well as departures during the cruise from scenic ports of call when passengers gather on deck to watch the ship depart. Woo!
Yes. Now, when we were in Alaska last time, they would have sail away parties leaving every port where they served hot chocolate and everybody sat on open deck because it's just beautiful scenery to look at. And so it wasn't the same type of sail away party like you get in the Caribbean. When we sail away from a port in the Caribbean, it's like the party's on, the rum punch is everybody's having a good time like that. It's different wherever you are on the planet.
Very different because down here in the Caribbean, it's loud, it's party, there's music going on and people, having a good time and all that. In Alaska, it's very quiet. Everybody's looking at this majestic view, like in awe. Yeah. Even though you saw it yesterday when you sailed away from the other port, it blows your mind. So
Keisha says that the Serenity deck was covered in spring break youngsters.
Oh.
We have made the mistake before of being on a cruise ship during spring break. We have made that mistake. Only once. We learned. Don't go on a cruise ship during spring break. Or when they graduate, what do they call that when they do their senior trip at the end of the year? A lot of, in Florida, a lot of schools do senior trips. For that I think it's the last week that they're in school, and we don't cruise then either. We learned our lesson about that. I'll tell you a funny story. Our daughter, her husband wanted to propose to her on the beach, and so he had gotten everything, a blanket and all this, and they were going to just sit and have their lunch on the beach, and he wanted to propose to her. Well, he would walk along, and he's older than she is, so he would go down on one knee to try to start to propose to her, and it was spring break, and there were all these young people would come by, so he'd get back up, and he did this like 3 or 4 times. So my daughter started getting worried. She's like, "Are you okay? Do I need to help you up?" And finally, he was like, "I'm just trying to propose to you, and it's spring break on the beach, and there's no place for us to be private." And this week I watched Fort Lauderdale spring break, and there was some big old fight on the beach, and the webcam caught it all.
How about that?
How about that? And it's called Senior Skip. That's what it's called. Yes. Thank you, Law Jones. Well, so thank you all for joining us this morning. We're going to get out of here because I have to go to work, and we're all going to raid over to CME for their morning show.
Let's go over and scare them, y'all.
Scare them half to death. So until tomorrow morning, you guys, we'll see you around the channel.
See you around the channel.